Where are they now? Every starting quarterback for Nick Saban at Alabama. Well, to start, John Parker Wilson is the first ever quarterback to start for Nick Saban at Alabama, and he was a very solid player there for 4 seasons. Sadly, though, he went undrafted in 2009 and never played a single down in the NFL. And now he is currently working as a financial advisor for Morgan Stanley. And following him, Greg McElroy started for Nick Saban. And he would go on to become Alabama's starting quarterback for 2 seasons and was solid there, as he would go on to be picked in the 7th round of the 2011 NFL draft by the Jets, where he only played 1 season. After that, he retired from the NFL in 2014 and is now currently working as a college football analyst. And just after him, McCarron was Alabama's starting quarterback for 3 years. And McCarron is one of the greatest quarterbacks in Alabama history, as he led them winning 3 national championships as he won the Maxwell Award. And he would go on to be picked in the 5th round of the 2014 NFL draft, where he was only ever a backup quarterback in the league. And after that, he last played in the XFL in 2024, where he was a very good quarterback. And then in 2014, Blake Sims would take over as Nick Saban's starting quarterback. And he only actually played in 1 season for the Crimson Tide, but was a pretty solid player, being named a second-team All-SEC selection. Despite this, though, he went undrafted in 2015, never playing a single down in the NFL, and retiring for professional football in 2022, as he now currently works as a high school football coach. And just after him, Jake Coker played 1 season at Alabama, as he began his career as a backup at Florida State before transferring to Alabama, where he led them on a magical 2015 national championship run. Sadly, though, he went undrafted in 2016, never really playing professional football, and is now currently working as an insurance producer. And then just after him, Jalen Hurts would take over as the starting quarterback for Alabama. And he played 2 great seasons with the Crimson Tide before being replaced by Tua and transferring to Oklahoma in 2019. And he had an historic 1 season with the Sooners, as he scored 52 touchdowns, being named a 3rd-team All-American and the Big 12 Offensive Newcomer of the Year. He would go on to be picked in the 2nd round of the 2020 NFL Draft by the Philadelphia Eagles, where he's been an amazing quarterback for the last 5 seasons, being named Super Bowl MVP, as he's made 2 Pro Bowls. And the quarterback that replaced Jalen Hurts was Tua Tagovailoa, who would go on to start 2 seasons at Alabama, as he actually first saw playing time as a true freshman at Alabama, leading them to the 2017 national championship. And then in his 2 seasons as the Crimson Tide starting quarterback, he won just about every single award and would go on to be picked 5th overall in the 2020 NFL Draft by the Miami Dolphins. And he's definitely had his ups and downs through his first 5 years in the NFL, but when he's been healthy, he's been a very good player, making a Pro Bowl and signing a huge contract extension. And just following him, we have Mac Jones, who only started 1 season for Alabama. However, in his 1 year starting there, he had the greatest season in Alabama quarterback history, as he threw for 4,500 passing yards and 41 touchdowns, as he won the Manning Award. And he also led them to winning a national championship, as he's going to be picked 15th overall in the 2021 NFL Draft by the Patriots. And his career in New England got off to an extremely hot start, as he made a Pro Bowl, but was overall a complete bust, and is currently playing for the 49ers as their backup. And just after him, we have Bryce Young, who will go on to play 2 years for Alabama and was also extremely good, as he won the Heisman Trophy and just about every single other award at Alabama, going on to be picked 1st overall in the 2023 NFL Draft. And he looked like a bust early on in his career, but is now starting to become one of the most promising quarterbacks in the league. And the final quarterback to ever start for Nick Saban is Jalen Milroe, who would go on to play 2 years at Alabama,